I'm just going to say this right now. This is the last time I'm talking about Mookie Betts. This was supposed to be a baseball channel, and I feel like all I've talked about lately is Mookie Betts. Welcome to the channel today. If you are new here today and you're looking for more baseball insight, go ahead and subscribe down below. If you like today's video, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down and leave a comment at the end. Tell me what you think. Listen, Red Sox Nation, I get it. We all love Mookie Betts. I love Mookie Betts. It's kind of like that episode of The Office when Michael Scott started dating Holly Flax, and then David Wallace found out, so he transferred Holly over to Nashua.
Breakup's hurt.
We didn't break up.
Look like it.
But guess what? In the end, Michael and Holly ended up getting back together, and they rode off into the sunset. Okay, that's probably not going to happen with Mookie Betts. Either way, we have to move on as Red Sox fans, and we have to look towards the future. We can't keep looking back. So I'm here to try and tell you why I think it's going to be okay and why I think trading Mookie Betts was for the best. You're probably going to hate me by the end of this video. You probably already hate me now, but hear me out. My first reason for why the Red Sox are better off for trading Mookie Betts was that he was leaving anyway. Let's face it, Mookie Betts wasn't coming back. There was no way the Red Sox were going to give him the contract that he wanted, and there was no way Mookie Betts was going to take a hometown discount. This is a guy that has tested himself every single year, and it's paid off for him. Mookie Betts loves Boston, but he also understands that this is a business. He was testing himself every year, and he deserves to test free agency. My second reason for why the Red Sox are better off trading Mookie Betts is getting under the luxury tax line. Listen, getting under the luxury tax line, that's going to have a lot of benefits. First off, the Red Sox aren't going to have to keep paying these fines. Last year, they had to pay more than $13 million in fines just for being over the luxury tax line, and they didn't even make the playoffs. $13 million. That's a lot of money to just throw in a trash can. Do you know what you can get with $13 million? Look at the contract Mitch Moreland just signed. He just signed a contract for $3 million. That's more than 4 Mitch Morelands. That's a lot of Mitchy 2 bags. Also, by getting under the luxury tax line, they are not going to risk losing position in the draft. They can't be losing positioning in the draft right now. That farm system is a
steaming, stinking pile of grade A monkey crap.
My third reason for why the Red Sox are better off for trading Mookie Betts is that it sets them up for the 2021 offseason. As of right now, the Red Sox are about $16 million under the luxury tax line. And after this season, they're going to be having Jackie Bradley Jr. and Martin Perez coming off the books, which is about $17 million. Right there, that's about $33 million they're going to be under the luxury tax line. And then there's also JD Martinez. He has a player option worth about $19 million. If he decides to go ahead and go to free agency, that could be over $50 million the Red Sox could be under the luxury tax line. And there's going to be some decent free agents next year. You have George Springer, Marcus Stroman, Trevor Bauer. Those are some guys that the Red Sox could take a look at. And my last reason for why I think the Red Sox are better off for trading Mookie Betts is it gives them an eye towards the future. As of right now, the Red Sox definitely have one of the worst farm systems in baseball, but they do have a few guys that could be pretty good. They did just acquire Jeter Downs and Connor Wong. I talked about Jeter Downs in my last video. You can see that video right here. But Jeter Downs is a really good player. He has a very simple swing. He can hit for power. He can hit for average. He has great hands out in the field, and he has a lot of speed. He is absolutely primed to be the next long-term second baseman for the Boston Red Sox. And then there's Connor Wong. He only has a couple of years experience at playing catcher, but this is a guy that already hits really well. In 40 games last year at AA, he had 9 home runs, 31 RBIs, and an OPS of 997. And while I did say he had some inexperience playing catcher, he did throw out more than 50% of runners last year. Jason Groom is also another guy to pay attention to in the Red Sox system. At one point, there were talks that he could be the #1 pick when he was drafted. He has struggled with injuries early on in his pro career, but this is a guy that has electric stuff. Down the road, he could really emerge as a top pitcher for the Red Sox. And then there's first base prospect Tristan Casas. MLB.com ranked him as the #3 first base prospect in all of baseball. This guy has raw power. He hit 20 home runs, drove in 80 RBIs in single A last year. And depending on how the Red Sox play in the first half this year, I could maybe see them looking for trades that involve Chris Sale, Nathan Eovaldi, and maybe even JD Martinez. If those guys end up playing well, but the team is just not in it by the trade deadline, it's possible they could ship these guys out to try and bring some prospects back in. You have to remember, the Red Sox had a farm system that was one of the best in baseball no more than 5 years ago. In the end, I know it sucks to say, I love Mookie Betts, but I think there's just more pros than cons for trading Mookie Betts. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Do you think it was good for the Red Sox to trade Mookie Betts? If you like today's video, leave me a thumbs up. If not, leave me a thumbs down. And again, if you are looking for more baseball insight, don't forget to subscribe down below. As always, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Yep, everyone in Red Sox Nation hates me now.